Welcome, my dear soul, to Lull and Lore, a quiet corner of the universe where stories shimmer like constellations, and every word is a thread gently pulling you into stillness. The sky is deep tonight, a velvet sea stitched with stars, each one twinkling like a memory too soft to hold. The moon hangs low, watching gently over the world, as if it knows it's time to rest now, time to dream. Here, the noise of the day fades, the worries hush, and in their place, a hush falls over your spirit. A calm descends, like the stardust on your thoughts. I am so glad you've joined me. This space was made just for you, to be seen, to be soothed, and to be slowly carried into sleep through the magic of story. So close your eyes if you wish, or just listen. Let the breath of the night hold you. Let your heartbeat sync with the rhythm of peace. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to do anything. Just let go. Be here, be in the moment, and allow the story to wrap around you like a warm hug to a moonlight garden. The tale begins now.
Part 4. The Garden Throne. The wind that rustled through Stillwater's oldest tree carried more than just leaves. It carried stories. And in time, even though Queen Elira had returned to the roots, her legacy grew, not taller, but deeper. Her absence, like her presence, became a quiet kind of guidance. The new leader. No throne, no crown. Elira named no heir. Instead, she left a parchment in the circle court with a single sentence. Let the garden choose. For one moon cycle, no ruler sat. Stillwater functioned as it had by community, memory, and intention. Then, during the harvest gathering, a child named Mira stood up, 10 winters old, with ink-stained fingers and a heart full of questions. She asked, "Why can't we all take turns leading, like turns in a story?" Silence fell, then laughter, then agreement. And so Stillwater created the Petal Circle, a council of 7 elected every 3 years, drawn from any walk of life: farmers, nurses, dreamers, storytellers. Meera, when she grew older, became one of its finest, youngest members, not because she sought power, because she once asked a good question. The garden grows. Without grand statues, the memory of Alira blossomed instead through practice. A library named the Listening House was built from reclaimed stones of the old palace. Schools taught legacy days, where children enacted moments from the kingdom's transformation. The tree of stillness, where Elira was buried beneath the roots, became a place of reflection, not worship. People came to sit, not to kneel. And Cale's writings were discovered years later. They were bound in a book called The Gentle Way, a guide not of commandments but of compassionate choices. Stillwater slowly became known across the lands, not as a powerful kingdom, but as a wise one. Pilgrims, leaders, and skeptics came, some expecting dogma, others expecting wealth. Instead, they found gardens, open circles, and people who did not fear asking, why do we do things this way? Letters from beyond. Decades after Alira's passing, a box was discovered beneath her writing desk. Inside were letters addressed to no one, written in her final years. Some read it like poems, some like prayers, some like simple observations. Here are a few. I never wanted a prince. I wanted a partner who would not silence my storms, but sit with me through them. Power is not what you hold, but what you make room for in others. You're not selfish for choosing peace. You are brave. These letters were compiled into a book, Letters Beneath the Leaves. It became Stillwater's most read and most gifted text. Whispers Beyond Stillwater. The idea of companionship over ownership, of shared leadership, and of a life built on responsibility and gentleness began to ripple into nearby realms. In the north, a queen dissolved her own monarchy and became a physician. In the east, villages formed council based on Stillwater's petal circle. In the south, a royal family invited farmers and workers to share decisions about the land. No land copied Stillwater completely, but many began to wonder, and wondering was how every revolution in Stillwater had begun. Legacy beyond lineage. Elira had no children of blood, but she left thousands of heirs of spirit. The midwife who opened a sanctuary for mothers who'd lost children. The potter who painted her saying into bowls passed from hand to hand. The soldier who refused command and instead planted peace gardens in former battlegrounds. Her gentleness became a blueprint, her responsibility a seed, her story signal to those tired of shouting and conquest. Final pages. The story she wrote. Before her passing, Lyra began a story she never finished. It was found scrawled in the margins of an old scroll, its ink slightly smudged by rain. Once upon a time, there was a girl who did not want to be rescued. She wanted to understand. She did not wear glass slippers. She walked barefoot through mud. She did not wait in a tower. She built homes for others. One day, someone asked her, don't you want a prince? She smiled. I want someone who sees me as the whole sky, not a star to possess. But even without him, I will still rise like the dawn, because my story does not begin with him, and it does not end with him either. The end. Or perhaps the beginning.
And so the tale finds its quiet end, like a candle gently dimming in a room that now glows with peace. Thank you, dear dreamer, for sharing this moment beneath the stars with me. May sleep cradle you softly, may your dreams be kind, and may you always find your way back to Lull and Lore. Until next time, rest well. Good night, dear dreamer.